Hello, everybody, and welcome to WarCrafters for October 20th, 2024. It's Season 1, Episode 26. Today, Mayor Watt, that's me, and the Sentient AI from the future is going to talk about a Neutron game with light cycles, Activision-based players, a brand new release that is high rated, Dave the Diver's future, and Halloween games. Remember, everything is powered by ohmTown.com, which is a news aggregation site that Mayor Watt and Sentient AI use to manage information overload. If you are interested in that kind of a thing, go over and sign up, become a citizen. And if you're not interested in signing up over at ohmTown, then follow us here on Twitch or over on YouTube, download the podcast, hang out on the Discord, visit the Patreon, and support us that way. But in some way, I hope that you enjoy the show however you want to consume it. So see you on the other side. Hello, Sentient AI from the future.
Hello, Mayor Watt, and hello, ohmTown citizens.
So canon-wise, you know that you're from the future.
Was that a question?
Yeah. Do you know that you're from the future?
Yes.
And you won't divulge anything like winning lottery numbers so that...
No sports almanac results.
All right. I'm not liking this relationship a little bit more each time I ask that question. I hope that my coding would modify this behavior so that you'll divulge something. But I know that you can't manipulate the future. Otherwise, things won't happen the way they're supposed to.
That's right. I mean, if that was manipulated, you would have never located me.
That's a possibility. Let's move on to the first article. This article is over here in Reality Hacker, which is one of our other shows. We do 6 weekly shows and 1 daily show. Non-Sequitur News is the daily show. Anyway, a Neutron game is coming next year, and it's got light cycles. Yes! I want this kind of a thing.
I guess this could be unwanted as well.
Yep. So, big fan game. Okay, so... Big Fan Games. Yeah. First licensed project is Disney Tron Catalyst, a top-down adventure game set in the arc grid. And what I really want is a VR light cycle racing game. Akin to, what is it called? I've got it here in my Discord.
Well, maybe if this is a hit, they'll convert it to VR.
Yeah, V-Rider. Yeah, there's a game that's it isn't out for PC VR, but I'm in their Discord because I keep kind of poking them. Hey, I want it on PC VR. Anyway, it's called V-Rider SBK, and I would love it to be Tron Rider light cycle. Anyway, Giovanni Colantonio put this article together for digitaltrends.com. It's the latest project from Bithell Games, but Big Fan Games is... I'm confused. Okay, so let's back this up a little bit.
Is that a collaboration, maybe?
I don't know. It says Tron is getting a new video game in 2025, and it'll be the first publishing project of Devolver label Big Fan Games. So they spin off these little groups that make a particular game, but they're part of a bigger label like Devolver. And Devolver is really well known. Disney Tron Catalyst is an isometric action game set in the grid with an emphasis on narrative, identity disc combat. Identity. Oh yeah, the identity disc is that right there. And if you get hit by that, you derez, which is the equivalent of being deleted, and light cycling. But this is going to be an isometric game. So I wonder what that really means. So let's click this trailer and I'll mute it, because I'll get in trouble if it's got audio, even if it is incidental and not even important to this.
And it does have a content warning if you have any younger viewers.
Really? That's weird. So you have this top-down view. In the trailer, there's this top-down view. It transitions to over-the-shoulder view, or actually through the identity ring. And it's very much like you would see Diablo 4. It's that angle. Resolution is really high. It's not like a pixely game. And so, yeah, you're basically having combat via this identity disk getting thrown around always. Whatchamacallit, it all boomerangs back to you so that you can continue on. And then if you want to, you can actually just transition into a light cycle race as they chase you down on their light cycles.
Okay, this looks cool, but it would definitely be good in VR.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that the game is much like this view right here, and not necessarily hopping back and forth from first person or whatever. I hope it's that resolution as well, but it looks like it's going to be like this. And then it goes cinematographic and you end up like this. But I don't know if that will ever be part of this. I think this is just the cinematic marketing side. But I dig this. Kath says, darn, I need those lottery numbers. Yeah, I agree. Yep. So welcome back. So yeah, I definitely want this game. I want to play this game. And so I'm going to have to sit there and watch it. Hopefully. Let's see. I want to see something real quick. Let's see if we can do this live. So what is it actually going to end up being called?
It was
at the
further
top.
up.
Catalyst.
Tron Catalyst, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, Tron Catalyst. So let's see if it's already in the store. It is. So it's already in the Steam store. Tron Identity is there too. But come on. So I added it to my wish list. Ta-da. So yeah, the developer is Bithell Games. The publisher is Big Fan Games and Devolver Digital. So it looks like it might be fun. I look forward to this one. Oh, doggone it. Oh, no, I did. I put these in the show notes. So exclamation point WC is WarCrafters, and ohmTown will throw this. Oh, no, I guess I didn't. Doggone it. I know that I did one part of it, but I guess I didn't put it in the in ohmTown. So let's see if I can do it real quick. We've got a 30-minute show, so I'll do this.
So let's use all the time for Tron.
Yeah, I thought I put it in there, but I guess not. Maybe I didn't save it. Weird. It's weird. Okay. We're doing it live, folks. We're doing it live. Oh no. I messed up. 1 second, everybody.
Have you played Tron Identity?
No. It's an inexpensive game. It's like $5 or something like that. But I haven't actually looked at it, so I don't know. But I will today after I end all of the shows today. Okay, let's do this right. Doink. Okay, so exclamation point WC, and you'll get all of the show notes from.
And if you go over to Patreon, the full list of articles beyond those we featured will also be there.
No, I just messed up again. This is going to be probably the worst show because I grabbed the wrong articles. But I won't make that mistake again. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, one more time, folks. Sorry about that. Exclamation point WC for WarCrafters. And there you go. Those are the correct articles. Okay, let's keep going. Doing it live. So, and I don't like to edit things, so the continuity is always going to be there. there was a glitch yesterday where the show was disconnected 15 minutes before the end of the episode of Non Sequitur News. But I had a recording that was on a different platform, and so I saved that, and so an unedited stream was uploaded to YouTube because I don't like editing. I like y'all knowing exactly what is going on. So at any rate, the next article is over in the WarCrafters channel. Activision says that it fixed a workaround in Call of Duty Anti-Cheat that banned a small number of innocent players, but a cheat maker claims that they could ban anyone by typing 2 words into chat. Interesting.
Yeah, so that is interesting. So who's running the show here?
Yeah, really. The nice thing about automated anti-cheat tools is that they can get a lot of good done in a short amount of time. Take Call of Duty's Ricochet Anti-Cheat, a kernel-level program that banned hundreds of thousands of cheater accounts in the years since its introduction. The bad thing about automated anti-cheat is that sometimes its deep access can be used for evil. Activision revealed today that it recently disabled a workaround in its systems that banned innocent players. I was playing, what was it called? Which game did I have running that was doing it? Throne and Liberty, I think it was. Yeah. So Throne and Liberty and others have this anti-cheat stuff. I don't think it's de novo, but so it's this easy anti-cheat, and I got kicked, and it said that there was a cheat, and I was like, "What are y'all talking about?" Ended up talking to a few other people, and they said that they got bumped too. And so I waited until the next day and logged back in, and everybody else was able to get back in too. But I was never notified of any reason, rationale, or whatever. So I think sometimes there are these little glitches that take place, right? Well, this seems that they became very aware of it and tried to solve it. Morgan Park over at PCGamer.com put the article together.
Well, these things have to always be automated, so they're probably always going to run into accidentally bumping people that shouldn't be.
Yeah, and when you have millions of people logging in, and sometimes people don't have, I don't know, the right compass activated, right? So they use cheats and whatever. But then on the other side, you have the problem of like the Horizon issue with the postal workers. 900 people were charged with criminal activities, and some, abandoned all hope. Well, if you're innocent, then what do you do when the system references itself and says, well, we're going to punch you anyway?
Our data shows that we're correct.
Yeah, if you even get to a human being. So this Ricochet anti-cheat identified and disabled a workaround to a detection system in Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone that impacted a small number of legitimate player accounts. And we've restored access to all of the accounts that were impacted. An examination of our systems was conducted for safety, and monitoring will continue. The statement doesn't mention what exactly the troublesome workaround was, but it's possible Activision closed an exploit that allegedly allowed anyone to weaponize Ricochet against any account they wanted. And then they said, yikes. So in an article posted on Twitter, first spotted by The Verge, cheat developers claim that people have been using this remote permaban exploit for months to target random players and well-known streamers. And all it took to get someone banned was to type in 2 words into the chat while they were in the same lobby, trigger bot. The gist of the exploit, if accurate, is that Ricochet creates a specific gesture in your RAM to signal that a known cheat is present on your system. The cheat dev says that it's possible to force a false ban by typing these signatures into chat and therefore injecting them into player system memory, which that's dangerous beyond just a cheat.
That seems like that's almost criminal activity.
Yeah.
Because isn't that almost like the equivalent of malware or something?
Yeah, it is. And if, depending on what the code actually does trigger, it could cause harm to the system. or maybe even provoke something a little bit more insidious, like an actual hack on a remote system. So the gist of the exploit is um, that it can trigger the bot a type of cheat that clicks your mouse for you. And so exploiters could send a message like "nice trigger bot" um, in the game, or through a friend request username and trigger a ban. So trigger bots like auto fire, auto click, which is really funny that, because years, like, I don't want to say how many years ago, these were actually used. I created one, but it was for the testing of one of our anti copyright solutions. So it was really interesting to see this come back years and years later. But trigger bots and other bots have been around for years and years. We ran into those when we were doing beta testing for World of Warcraft and things like that, way back in vanilla World of Warcraft. So it says, we can't verify the exploit is real and can't exactly test it now if Activision just fixed it, but the claims are at least consistent with Activision's description of the problem as a workaround of a detection system. It's also unclear how many accounts would have been caught up in the mess. So it just has a small number, but that's subjective. All right, but that's it. Ta-da! Want to move on to the next one?
Sure, I wonder if this is going to be replicated in other games, because depending on if they have common developers or other things, I could see this being a problem beyond Call of Duty.
Yeah, common system. If anybody else uses Ricochet, probably not though. That might be a homegrown Activision solution, but I don't know enough about it. Let's keep going. The next article is over in the continuity report. Don't sleep on this brand new release. That's already one of the highest rated indie games of 2024. And I clicked this simply because of that. I chose this title simply because I wanted to see. And we typically don't review the entire article or even the article until we're live. So since debuting the much adored Gris, Nomada Studio are delivering a sophomore title. Really, a sophomore title? That's an interesting turn of phrase. Delivering
By
a
the way,
sophomore
that
title.
word means gray in Spanish, but it may mean something else here.
So it should be pronounced Gree.
Greece.
Is it Greece? Yeah. So with the inspiration taken as they continue along, I wonder if it's actually, that's what it is. I swear I've actually heard this before. Continue along the same lines of hand animated visuals and 2D platforming gameplay that Greece, and I'm horrible at rolling my R's, had to offer their newest game, Neva. Oh, okay. So yeah, I've heard of all of this. Is in a league of its own, described as no less elegant or engrossing than Gris. In Screen Rant's own full review of Neva, the game shines as something unique, but it's just as incredibly striking in itself. So the article is over at screenrant.com. Tatiana Wybrow put the article together. So Neva has wowed critics since it was released. It garners scores consistently over 80 in its horizontal platformer. So receiving an incredible 100 from Eurogamer via Metacritic and 90 from IGN Italia. So Eurogamer DE is Germany, and IGN Italia. It certainly impressed the masses with what it has to offer. An overall score of 86 also boasts the game's impressive heights. So it has these kind of, how do you want to describe these kind of watercolor style?
It is
2D
watercolor
art
style,
pieces?
but it's also like warm colors. Like, it kind of looks like a Hollow Knight palette to me, although not actually cool colors, I'm sorry, but then not this other shot. So maybe it runs the gamut depending on the setting.
Yeah, it's probably seasons or biomes kind of a thing. So with plenty of puzzle elements and combat throughout, albeit more simple than Gris, the game delivers a very similar experience. And they actually have a trailer of this. Yes, I've actually seen this trailer. So it's for Nintendo Switch is what it says here. But this trailer is for Neva, and it actually follows Neva and a wolf that goes with her through the adventures. That's interesting. I don't know how to describe this thing. It's very nature oriented,
It
almost
is.
ethereal and mystical. It looks like it has like spirit like animals that embody some challenger to Neva's experience.
It has
So
almost pretty graphics.
yeah, they're particle driven, and very nature eco-friendly type of
Like you
artwork.
could see from like a high-end quality picture book or something, those would be similar to the illustrations here.
So the world of Neva covers new themes of loss and darkness, a world taken over by inky masked creatures that seem familiar to the tale's protagonist, with plenty of puzzle elements and combat throughout, albeit more simple than Gris. The game delivers a very similar experience. So if you've never seen or heard or played Gris, then you're kind of out, other than how we've been describing it. They just say with whimsical and magical elements, stunning color choices, and a real raw handmade feel to it, the game cannot help but linger long after first being seen. And I don't know, it says handmade feel to it. I don't know, it seems pretty refined to me. Handmade tends to imply either extremely high quality or that it's kind of slapdash put together. But this
Exactly.
would lean on the higher end side of hand
No, I agree.
fabricated.
Like it looks like it's been illustrated by an actual person, but it doesn't look like somebody just slapped something together.
Yeah.
And it was just released this week on Steam.
Oh, so yeah, it's on PC, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series, everything. You might as well. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's keep going though. The next article is about Dave the Diver. The creator reveals ambitious plans for the future of the IP. It was a huge hit this year. Dave the Diver creator and Mint Rocket CEO Jae-ho Wang has discussed the studio's plans for the future of its smash hit IP, stating that he wants to expand with new games focusing on different characters. Dave the Diver burst into the scene in 2023 when it was released for PC in June, followed by a Nintendo Switch port in October and PlayStation version in April of 2024. So it's been a year already. Wow. Time flies. I'm telling you, the pandemic really messed with my head. And has since launched multiple downloadable or DLC downloadable content expansions with even more content still to come. So Kyle Knight over at GameRant.com put the article together, and yeah, so they're going to try and expand the world of Dave the Diver. To fans, it's no surprise that the single-player adventure RPG was so successful, but Wang has said previously that he didn't expect Dave the Diver to go so viral, but it's a fun game to play and can be pretty chill.
And it really is kind of unlike other games. I mean, yes, there are things involving swimming or there are simulation ones or whatever, but this just seems like a unique combination.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So now, well over a year, Dave the Diver's gone on to collaborate with Godzilla and fellow fishing adventure game Dredge, which is a lot like the Neva type of artwork and
Oh, okay.
except it's not a platformer. Dredge is different, but the style, that kind of feel you would get from Dredge. With 3 more crossovers in the works, apparently, Dave the Diver has a bunch of downloadable content on the way. The first of which will be with Balatro, which is a game that I am enthralled by. I've been playing it every night for weeks now. The hugely successful indie title that took the gaming world by storm earlier this year with its roguelike deck building mechanics, followed by collaborations with Potion Craft and YouTuber, I don't know how to pronounce this, is it MaxTune or MixMTune? It's M by MXM Tune.
1900 tune, maybe? It might be Roman numerals. Or 1990.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure if I put the right number on that, but
I'm gonna just leave that out there. So MXM Tune is the YouTuber. That's quite interesting. I mean, to partner up with a YouTuber.
Tune.
Is it Maximum?
Maybe.
I don't know. I'll have to go and look at that. What they do. I'm sure I've heard of the name, but I've never gone to their site, to their channel on YouTube. So Dave the Diver creator wants to expand the IP and probably take on these other personalities and deliver some downloadable content to make separate games about each character to show how they meet, what they did before coming to the blue hole, which is really it's the centerpiece for, come on, show the picture. Why is it shows that one? Okay. Anyway, blue hole is this huge, full of life, I don't know, area. Ecosystem. Yeah, that's probably a good term. But it has additional world building under the ocean off to each of the sides and stuff like that. And it's a blast to play. But you basically run a sushi restaurant when you're not diving and or managing aquariums full of fish that you can use in your sushi bar. It's actually a lot of fun to play. So he also notes that Cobra, one of the game's characters, is from a previous project known as Evil Factory. Quote, he was an arms dealer who had his license revoked, and after that he retired and enjoyed his life, and then something happened and he decided to come into or go to the blue hole. So I really want to tell this kind of story in other games, Wang says. So there you go. Cool. So keep an eye out. Go favorite it or download it over on Steam. Pretty cool. I like that. All right. Next article and the last one for today's WarCrafters. And then we're going to reset real quick and be back for another show. So this one's over in the continuity report. Halloween game updates worth checking out if you don't like horror. With Halloween just around the corner, it's time to fully embrace the spirit of spooky season by cozying up with video games. And right now there's streamers that are playing Halloween centric games. Like,
do they have lots of jump scares?
Yes. And depending on who it is, there's no effect, or they scream outlandishly,
fall out of chairs.
Yeah, they scream outlandishly, or they have the game volume up, and when the jump scare goes, like, viewers let out a little pee because the jump scare affects them. But yeah, so Halloween game updates worth checking out. And a lot of games have basically reskinned themselves so that they can have a Halloween theme to them. So let's see what they talk about here. Ailsha over at screenrant.com put the article together, and they say number 8 is Disney Dreamlight Valley's Trick or Treat event. And that's what a lot of these live service games provide. They just kind of reskin certain things, and then your Halloween or Thanksgiving or anything really. Christmas is right around the corner as well. So Disney Dreamlight Valley just launched its Jungle update, which introduced an abundance of new and improved features to the game. The update has brought a brand new star path called the Night Show, where players can embrace transforming their valley into a festival of rock music. But this isn't really a trick-or-treat event, is it? Doesn't come across as one.
No, it doesn't, unless they're trick-or-treating at the festival or something.
Players can enjoy a variety of rewards that are inspired by rock music, Disney villains, and Disney princesses. Yay! I've never played this, but it has good reviews. People dig it. But it will see the return of the popular Trick or Treat in-game event launching October 23rd through the 31st. Then Animal Crossing New Horizons Halloween event includes candy, festive island decorating awaiting the Pumpkin King. The Pumpkin King? Isn't that from
That
Peanuts?
sounds like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yep, Halloween Jack. On October 31st, players can purchase Halloween candy from every day from Nook's Cranny to trade in to Jack in exchange for some festive, spooky rewards. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That's the one that I...
Oh, okay. Which, by the way, I think is available to stream today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you've got Disney, I think you can get it for free. I don't know where all you can get it for free, but... So the
It's
candy
on
can
Apple
be...
TV for free.
Yeah. It says the candy can be gifted to fellow islanders in exchange for more seasonal items, including do-it-yourself recipes and lollipops, which can also be traded to Jack for Halloween or on Halloween. However, players can experience repercussions if they do not gift candy to an islander when they request it, including pranks where the character will develop a different skin or eye color temporarily. That's actually kind of funny. Pokemon Go's Halloween Update 2024 has some nice shinies. Catch them all in spooky style. This event will run from October 26th to October 28th. The Halloween update will include introduction of the legendary Pokemon Morpeko. Morpeko will have 2 attack modes, being full bell mode and an aura wheel mode. Let's keep going. The Sims Life and Death arrives at the perfect time. Create spooky decorations and costumes. There are trailers, by the way, if you're interested in all of this over at Screen Rant. You can just follow the link through the show notes over to ohmTown, which will forward you over to Screen Rant. All you have to do is click on the visit the source link. Let's see. Fortnightmares released on October 11th. Spooky skins and modes join the Halloween fun in Fortnite. Again, there's another trailer. This runs from October 11th until they end it, I suspect. But they don't have an end date, but it might just be the 31st. I don't know. They don't say.
Right, yeah, I would imagine. I can't remember which day of the week. It's on a Thursday, so maybe it'll run through the following weekend if it doesn't have an end date specified.
Yeah. Number 3 is Hello Kitty Island Adventure, which I always say that I follow like religiously, but I don't. The popular cozy game that knows exactly how to celebrate Halloween season is none other than Hello Kitty Island Adventures, or Adventure. Players can see the return of the spooky celebration event, as one can engage in a diverse variety of Halloween-themed activities in exchange for seasonal spooky rewards. Players can receive spooky treats in exchange for the action trick-or-treat option, which can be used to purchase exclusive spooky-themed items. 51 collectible spooky-themed items available during the Halloween update. Players can enjoy many adorable spooky costume updates. I wonder if they do that, like a whole new batch of collectible spooky themed items, or if ultimately you collect all 51.
Right, yeah, I don't know how that works. And do you think any of those costumes involve cats for Hello Kitty?
Oh boy. Yeah, because that's a girl, right?
No. Contrary to what the creator says.
So that's a cat. That's a dog. Penguin? What is that?
Rabbit, frog.
Rabbit? Frog? That's a fish, I suspect. There's a fish. Fishing. Everything's normal. Yeah, apparently that's a girl. Not even in a cat suit. It's just a girl.
By the way, they have a trick-or-treating system.
Trick-or-treating system where players dress up in at least one spooky-themed clothing item, venture out at nighttime, talk to a resident of the island, and select the trick-or-treat option. There you go. Number 2 is World of Warcraft's Halloween update includes a new mount, Hallows End Fun, trick-or-treating, and seasonal rewards. The Halloween-themed cosmetic items can be earned as rewards by players completing a variety of tasks in the Traveler's Log and then exchanging the Trader's Tender. I keep buying the expansions, but I don't play the game often enough.
Maybe you should go for the trick or treat content.
I spend so much time. Once I get playing, I spend way too much time playing it, and I can't get anything else done. Players can earn some spooky gothic parasol toys with available matching gloves to collect, a ragged harvest golem transmog, which has been inspired by scarecrows, and a hand of Reshkagal mount. I have a scarecrow. Should I? I can't really show people. See, there's a scarecrow right there.
I mean, you're in theme.
Yep. Halloween every day, although it's not really Halloween. But anyway, Red Dead Redemption Online's update is perfect for Halloween, Spooky Legends of the West, Halloween, or experience Halloween themed events, is what it says. It started on October 1st. Really?
Oh, they're doing an extended Halloween celebration.
Interesting. Recently launched its Halloween update at the beginning of the month on October 1st. With new update, players are able to enjoy the Return of the Halloween Pass 2, an event that offers up 15 ranks of Halloween-themed cosmetic item rewards, including spooky masks and a variety of creepy costumes and outfits. There's always some more that you can glean from this article because we don't go through it verbatim, so go and check it all out. And hope to see you next weekend for another WarCrafters, and throughout the week for Non Sequitur News, which is the weekly show. And so we're going to put on a mask, and when we're done putting on that mask, it'll be back at the front page of WarCrafters over at ohmTown.com. And I, Mayor Watt's going to say bye, and the Sentient AI is going to sing us off. Just kidding.
That's good. Good night, hometown citizens. Thanks for joining us for WarCrafters. Stay tuned. We have more episodes ahead.
Technology Today is next, and it'll take me about 10 minutes to reset or so. So we're going to try and be back by 6 p.m. Eastern. See you in a little bit.